everyone, it's Tuesday the 16th of July. I'm about to do another unboxing for the 40k Conquest. I've got my latest set of magazines, so I'm just going to set my camera up and we're going to get started. Right, so here we are. So we've got issues 43, 44, 45 and 46 from 40k Conquest. Came through my door Saturday, I think. It's Tuesday now, so I've had them for a few days. Not opened them yet, so I'm going to go through them today. Starting with issue 43. Let's try not to talk too much while I'm rustling the bag. So issue 43 is the thermic plasma regulators. So more terrain. So I'll show you that first. It's quite nice terrain. Goes with the Sector Mechanicum kits. I'll give you a little bit of a zoom in on that. So you got the floor panels, you got the actual plasma vents themselves. Very simple basic kits, but that's not such a bad thing sometimes. So yeah, terrain, more terrain. I've got to get painting some terrain, I think. Put that there. And then we've got the magazine itself. So just going to flick through this quickly. So talking about something that I'm interested in, which is the Blood Angels successor chapters. Because I'm a Blood Angels collector, most of my Space Marines are Blood Angels. So they've got 8 different successor chapters. More Demons of Nurgle called Beasts of Nurgle. Then onto the armies of the Imperium. Obviously talking about the return of Rebuta Guilliman. And then moving on to Cadia. Now Cadia was a very important star system for the Imperium. Zoom out a little bit so you can see more of the magazine. Spoiler alert, Cadia fell. And Cadia is no longer an Imperium planet, it's a demon world. So talking about the actual what forces were there, the defense of Cadia and the attacking forces of Chaos. Then going on to how to build the thermic plasma regulators and how to paint them. So it should be quite a straightforward paint scheme. I really do need to get on and paint some of my terrain, just to get so engrossed in painting models. Using the plasma regulators on the battlefield and actually giving them rules, which is different from, you don't really get this in 40k, so that's pretty cool. New rules, which is called Power Surge, and obviously Fuel for the Forge, which is the new mission. So I do like the fact that they're putting more and more missions into these magazines. So on to issue 44, it's this one here. So again, rustle the bag while I'm opening it. So that's the magazine, and in this one you get a lead belcher, which is pretty good for me because I'm about to finish mine, and a Necron compound, which is a dry paint. I don't use this very much, but I do use lead belcher a lot. So getting a new pot of that, I was actually going to have to buy a new pot quite soon. Right, so on to issue 44. Talking about the Adeptus Mechanicus, the different Forge Worlds. Now all my stuff from Mechanicus is from Metallica. If you know the rock bands, you'll know why, because I'm a big fan of them. Including my Reaver Titans, which will be from the Forge World Metallica. The showcase of the Adeptus Mechanicum stuff, showing you what they look like. Talking about the Knights. Moving on to the Chronicles of Ultramar. This is the different ages, telling you about different wars that have gone on in Ultramar. Again, talking about play drones. which again, Demons of Nurgle. You don't get any of these in Conquest, but they're talking about them anyway because the Death Guard are Nurgle, so you could potentially have these in your army if you want to. The Drowning Doom, which is talking about a specific battle. And that's going on talking about Imperial Fist, which again is quite relevant for me because it's what I'm painting at the moment. It's these guys. So I've been painting Imperial Fist for the past month or so. So this is quite relevant for me. Which is the Defenders of Terror. Basically they are the defence, the defence line of Terror. The final defence. They are the Guardians of the Palace. And their defence fortress called Phalanx actually orbits Terra and defends Terra, which is Earth. How to dry brush using Necron Compound, going on the terrain, obviously. Scenery sets, going back and finishing them off. More rules for armoured containers, which I think is a bit weird, but anyway. Using the containers. New mission, taking the tech dumps. So again, and arms race, which is the new mission at the back. Again, I like the fact that they're adding missions in. It's one thing I've always said with 40k they could do. It's just throw some new missions out there. Into the world every now and then. They're starting to do it with the what's it called magazine, chapter approved, but that's once a year. They could do it more often than that. Now I try not to lose all the bases for these, so it looks like I'm a base short for the scouts, but that's not too much of a problem. Yeah, I've only got 4 bases, but unless there's one there, which there is one there. So this is issue 45, and it's Space Marine Scouts. Now you get 5 of these. These aren't the sniper ones. These are the standard Space Marine Scouts with shotguns, bolters, close combat weapons, a heavy bolter in there. There's not a missile launcher in this kit. That's on with the snipers, but. Scouts are scouts. This is quite an old kit. The models aren't particularly great, but they're the only scout models that are around at the moment. So I'm going to put that to one side with the rest of the stuff. We'll talk about issue 45. Obviously, starting off talking about Space Marine Scouts because that's what you get in the pack. This pack. Talking about how the Black Templars use them differently. They use them as like initiates in the squads, so they learn directly from Space Marines, and how Space Wolves, the scouts themselves are more veterans rather than rookies. Talking about scout armor and equipment, what they carry, their weapons. Again, sniper rifle, which is probably the best loadout for scouts, which isn't in this kit, but is coming eventually. How to build Space Marine Scouts. This I think is better than what they had been doing. This is the proper build sheet for the Space Marine Scouts rather than their version of it. So that's pretty good. How to build the Sergeant as well. How to paint Space Marine Scouts. Obviously that was going to be coming. Going all the way through it as to shades and highlights. So yeah, like how to paint the alternative weapons as well. The war gear options for them, because Space Marine Scouts are quite versatile, even if they're not that powerful. Showing you their war gear painted and stuff. The rules for them. and then there's a little mission to let you learn how to use Space Marine Scouts, and then that's the actual continuing mission itself. I'll put that one there. Now on to the last issue, which is the one I'm interested in. Issue 46. Rustle. I'll try not to take all the bases with me this time. Now this is one of the sprues from the Dark Imperium set. So it looks a bit hectic because it is. In this you get a lot of Contagion, which is this guy here. I believe he's in Terminator armor, but I could be wrong. You get 4 Death Guard. 4 Death Guard, which I need more Death Guard. That's what I've been short of. And a Bloat Drone. Now a Bloat Drone's really interesting. It's a fast attack bit. It's almost like a skimmer. And I haven't got a lot of fast attack stuff, so getting this would be quite nice. I would like another one of these to make fill out my fast attack and to give me some more Death Guard, obviously. The extra lot of Contagion, not too bothered about. But yeah, I really like this set, and this is why I'm doing this unboxing today, because I'm probably going to be building all of this tonight. So yeah, there you go. And then on to issue 46. So talking about the Bloat Drone. Yeah, one of the best units in the Death Guard army, in my opinion. The Bloat Drone. Going quite detailed into it, telling you about its weapons. And then going to tell you how to build your Plague Marines from this set. Again, nice clear instructions, pretty cool. So you get four Plague Marines in here, a Bloat Drone, and you get your Lord of Contagion. The Lord of Contagion, like I said, is a bit not too fussed because we got Felthus a little while ago anyway. He's a Lord of Contagion as well. Base coating the Death Guard, and then shading your Death Guard, and then highlighting your Death Guard. So basically you get into all the stages now of how to paint the Death Guard model, except the bases. They're not really diving into how to paint your bases, but I'm sure they will at some point. Talking about power struggles between the Death Guard. So I don't know if that's a little mission you could do. You could fight amongst yourself, Lord Felthus and another Lord. The mission is called Wrestling Control, which again is probably it could be Death Guard against Death Guard. It actually is. Okay. The rules for a Bloat Drone, and then that's the end. And looking forward, it's all Space Marines. So next issue got a Land Speeder, which is okay. I want the Assault Cannon underneath, but anyway. And then you got 2 Space Marine bikes. Now they normally come in a set of 3, so the third one will be coming a bit later. And yeah, it's a bit underwhelming next couple of issues because they're not Death Guard for me. But there's that. What can you do? So yeah, that is. I will take the camera off the mount now and see you in a minute. Right, so that has been issues 43 to 46 for my Warhammer 40k Conquest. Hopefully that's been useful to someone. We're in the second half of these now. There's 35 issues left. Not a lot of Death Guard left to come, I don't think, which is fine. It's mostly Space Marines and terrain from here on. But yeah, it's I'm looking forward to building a Bloat Drone and the other Plague Marines. It will bring my squads up to only one being short of a 5-man squad, so I'll have almost 3 full Death Guard squads now. But I will see you later in the week, because I'm going to be doing a update for my army. I did some painting last night. I'm going to start my update today rather than leave it for a week. But yeah, if that's been useful to you, please feel free to subscribe and give me a like. And always, please, if you feel like you want to comment, if you want to tell me I'm doing a bad job, I don't mind. Just give me a comment, I don't mind. But I will see you all again soon. Bye bye.